Good afternoon. My name is Dave from Mobile Eco Tuning. I've been thrown in the room again and been told to talk about some products. Apparently it's the done thing and it's what we need to do. So here I am. I'm going to split it down into a few different manufacturers that we sell, and I'm going to kick it off with the Autels. We get a lot of questions about the Autels and what models to have. They've got so many models in the range, it's unreal. And sometimes it can be a bit of a minefield for the end user to actually know what Autel they want. And although our team provides support, help you along and find you what Autel you want, I'm just going to go through a few different models and let you know what is and what isn't. You can use our calculator online. So if you go onto our shop, www.mobileecotuning.com, we do have a selector where you can input your preferences and it will actually show you a range of tools that are suitable to you. I've laid a few tools out here on the table. I'm just going to have a quick chat. This is literally a quarter of the range of the Autel tools. We do stock most of them. I just went and quickly grabbed a few and threw them on the table. If we start at the top of the shop with the top model that Autel does, and then we'll work down and talk about a few of the little bits and bobs like the key tools and the Autofix side of Autel. Let's go with the Autel Ultra. So first of all, we've got an Ultra here. This is the top tool. This is a daddy, same as this. This is actually an Ultra Lite, but it's the same tool. This is daddy at the top of the shop. So this tool comes with everything that Autel throw at it. It comes with the tablet, is the largest of the tablets. It comes with like a fake carbon fiber back on it, which is quite nice. It's got the latest processor in there. It's got the latest operating system. It's got topology and stuff like that on there. You can actually see it on the screen there. It's a very nice, sturdy tablet. Sometimes people say it's a bit too big. It comes with the docking station. It comes with the large VCI, which is a Wi-Fi Bluetooth VCI, which also allows the scoping technology because the Autel Ultra has a scope on it built into it, and it's actually a pretty good scope. You probably couldn't compare it to Pico scope because Pico scope's a dedicated scope, but the Autel scope, from what it used to be, because it used to be Handtech, has moved so far forward. A very user-friendly scope. You know, you can split the screen on these Autels, so you can, if you're using the scope and you want to do diagnostics at the same time, you can do that. It's very, very good. Like I say, that's the top of the shop. Programming, coding, everything else that Autel can do, these tools will do. Programming-wise, we say to people, yes, they advertise that they can program BMW and Mercedes and XYZ. They're very strong on programming BMW. They're okay at programming Mercedes, but they will fail at some stuff, some headlights and stuff like that. But that's pretty much the same with any tool that's out there. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that tool. I think they start at $2,995 for a 1 year, go to about $3,600 for a 2-year model. But yeah, top of the shop. You get a lot of accessories with it for the scope and everything else. Come down, next tool, which will be the Autel Ultra Lite, which I think in the UK, the same model as the MS919. It's the same tool. So you're getting the same tablet, you're getting the same docking station, you get a slightly different VCI, you get a smaller VCI, because on the Ultra Lite, you don't actually get the oscilloscope functionality or any accessories, but you do get everything else. So like everything the Ultra's got on it, the Ultra Lite has got without the oscilloscope. Comes with the docking station, comes with everything else. Same programming, same coding, same software. So yeah, very good tool if you don't need scoping. So when people ask us, you know, what tool, one of the things we ask them is, do you need a docking station? Do you need scoping facilities? If they say no to scoping, then we always say Ultra Lite, stock thing. But again, the actual tool is the same. These two are actually, one's an Ultra, one's an Ultra Lite. As you can see, they're both the same. Coming down a model, I haven't got one here, I should have already had one, is the MK908 series. So MK908 Pro is a slightly older looking tablet, smaller looking tablet, same size as this one here, a bit squarer, but it has the same coding and programming functionality that the Ultra has. So as a tool, capability wise, it is exactly the same as the Ultra or the Ultra Lite. It is a slightly older hardware. It is a bit slower. The VCI that you get with it is now the same VCI as you get with the Ultra Lite. But it's a very, very capable machine. In terms of capability, it is the same as the Ultra Lite and the Ultra. Hardware-wise, yes, it is different, but it's also a lot cheaper. Off the top of my head, the MK908 Pro starts at around about $1,450 plus the VAT. So if you're looking for a cheaper tool with the same capability as the Ultra Lite, and you're not doing a lot of hardware, then that is the tool that we would go for. Coming down from there is the MK908. So it's a non-pro. The difference between the MK908 and the MK908 Pro is the fact that it doesn't offer any programming facilities. It hasn't got a DOIP interface. It hasn't got a pass-through interface with it. It's just a standard interface. A very capable tool. Again, it's got the same hardware as the MK908 Pro, apart from the VCI. It will do coding. It is limited to coding, and the basic software is the same as the MK908. So functionality-wise, what you're losing from that is pretty much the online programming for BMW. Although it does still do some of it, again, it's a very good tool for a sort of light diagnostics, tyre shop, general garage. That's the sort of people we sell that tool to. We come down in the range, we come down to the MK900 series and the MK906 series, which again, all sub £1,000 tools, all very good software, but you start to lose the functionality of coding and programming, but very, very good tools. And it keeps coming down. You can spend as low as £400 on an Autel. We probably wouldn't, to a professional, we probably wouldn't say that's the tool for you, but very good tools. We're going to move over a bit of a sidetrack onto the Autel key programming tools. So Autel have got various key programming tools. I'm going to speak about the IM608. Which is the same as the Autofix IM2. Now, the IM608 is based on the MK908 hardware, but with the optional extra of key coding, a bit of module coding, and a bit of immobilizer work. You get an XP400 with it, which is basically one of these. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to do basic diagnostics, the same diagnostics as that in the MK908, and it allows you to do a lot of key programming. A lot of key programming now does involve removing modules and reading modules on the bench. The benefit of reading modules on the bench is the tool can also do cloning and immobilizer adaptation, stuff like that. And again, no tool will do everything. So although the Autel IM608 is a very strong tool in the key field, it won't do everything. But again, it's not subject to keys alone. You can do FRM repairs, which is something that I know the workshop do a lot. So the BMW FRMs, when they go down and corrupt, this tool can repair them on the bench. It does require a bit of soldering skills, body module cloning, ECU cloning, all of that sort of stuff. A very good tool to have. The fact it does diagnostics as well makes it a dual tool. You can use the G-Box 2 with it. So the G-Box 2 is very good for the Mercedes side of the key tool, where you're reading key switches, so pretty much anything that you use a pin up with. Very good tool to go alongside it. Pretty much that's what we set as the Autel range. You get cameras and bore scopes and all this sort of stuff. We keep it all in the shop. We're going to have a quick chat about the Autofix range. I've got a couple of Autofix tools here. So the Autofix is the sub-side of Autel. It's a cheaper side of Autel with the same software. These tools aren't as well known as the Autel tools, but they are actually Autels. They're based on different hardware, and the hardware is slightly cheaper and slightly slower, but the actual software is the same. These are very good tools if you're not in a manic rush 24/7 to be getting vehicles in and out. They're marginally slower than the Autels, but they are a very good capable tool. The fact that you're running the same software as the range of Autels makes it a bit of a no-brainer. I think something like this, which is the IM2, which is the IM608 version, or counterpart is about £1,000 difference. So again, a good range. We keep the whole product range in stock as well. So if you want, you know, the IM608, for example, but you don't quite want to reach to 2,700 what it is, you can always drop back and get the Autofix IM2, which I'm more positive is about £1,000 cheaper. Very good range of Autels. So yeah, I mean, I could talk about these all day long, but a very good range of tools. We will always say to people that out of all the tools that we sell or you can get, you know, Delphi, Autocon, Autofix, Top Don, all of that, you would always start with an Autel, and then everything else is pretty much a side tool. But the Autel for us, and for our workshops, and for our staff, and for everyone we sell them to, is pretty much the first tool to hand. Then Top Don and stuff, it tends to be second. So yeah, if you need any information from us, you need any information on the tools or anything like that, you can visit our website at mobileecotuning.com, or you can give the team a ring and we'll have a chat. And yeah, if you need to know anything else, let me know. Cheers.